time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Jones again on second down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. On play action, Rodgers. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Up to make the play there defensively, Von Bell, leading tackler in Cincinnati last year.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
5 yards remain on second down. Running right, Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On first down, Rodgers. He's got it. And the Packers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Bengals 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 9.
11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It got his man complete. A big
connection on that one. 35 yards.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
He's going to take another shot here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Rashawn Gary came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To Jones, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 22, Burrow. He's going to air one out. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch.
A big play there for Cincinnati.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Big 13. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Ready?
Check.
11 mighty.
And Burrow going to throw again. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They run for it with Mixon, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good gain on 1st, has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's gone. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Pass, catch, 1st down for Tunyon. Undrafted at Indiana State, but he really came on in 2020. 52 catches, and even more importantly, 11 touchdowns.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rodgers now on 1st down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
first down. Here's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Bring it, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down, Packers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over from the 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now Burrow on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw again on second down. Burrow able to find Higgins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Check 15. 11 MT. 11 MT.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And Jamar Chase won the 2019 Biletnikoff Award as the nation's top receiver while at LSU. And the guy who threw him the passes there, Joe Burrow, now is quarterback at Cincinnati.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Here we go. Ready? 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Mike, check, 59. Check.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. They don't know if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
Well, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. He completes it to Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going? On play action, now Rodgers.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Rodgers to throw once more. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On play action, Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Packers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
From midfield now, Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst with it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To the air again, Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, it's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This is Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. Touchdown! Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 66 yards. And the Bengals use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. His guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much...
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel like envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
And when he has tried me, I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 20